So my daughter has informed me that she desperately needs a little backpack for a lunchbox and a drink bottle for part of their overnight end of year camping trip that is tomorrow, uh, because she needs to put all the other stuff in her other backpack, and her old backpack is far too pink, so she can't possibly use it anymore at the ripe old age of 11. So I had a brilliant idea of a quick little way I could make an easy little backpack. I had thought I could use this fabric, which I bought for her yesterday when I saw it, because she's always asking me for sushi. It seems to be her favorite food. So I thought that would be a nice joke. But it is, being a quilting cotton, it's not very sturdy. And then I remembered I had a whole lot of this nasty stuff, which I bought 5 meters of because it was $1 a meter and I really like the color. But it is not a very nice synthetic, so I'm never going to wear it. But I thought it would be quite handy for a little backpack. I'm sorry, the lighting in here is absolutely atrocious today. It's really glary outside, and my makeshift lighting apparatus is not doing all that much. When I'm sewing, hopefully you can see the colour. It's a really lovely, is it sky blue or light turquoise? Hard to say, but it's a beautiful colour. Actually goes really well with my dress. So I've just got a random bottle and lunchbox to use to figure out the measurements, and I'm going to need to make sure it's wide enough. Okay, so it's going to need to be widthways, let's say 30, is that including seam allowances? Knowing me, probably. We'll make it 31 just to be safe. And then I'm basically just going to do a drawstring brag, box the bottom and attach some straps. So I reckon the bottom needs to be 10. And adding seam allowances, I'll make that 11. Yeah, I'm going to do some more seam allowances. Also, it's slightly stretchy fabric, so hopefully that will work. And then height-wise, it's going to have to draw up at the top. So I'm thinking maybe 35. Or should I do 40 just to be safe? I'm going to make it 35. That'll be all right. So that will be 37. Because just for some reason I've decided I'm going to make those seam allowances bigger. So I need a piece, 2 pieces, because I'm going to line it. That goes like that. And it will need to be double 37, which would be 74. Oh, hang on, but I need to also take into account the box thing at the bottom. So that's an extra 5.5. Let's just make it 80. And then 31 across. I need 2 of those, and then I'm going to cut the boxes probably to, yeah, we'll get to that point at some stage. Now, let's see. It stretches that way, doesn't stretch that way. Which way do I think is more important to have stretch? Widthways, eh? Yeah. I'm not sure why I had to think about that. It's always widthways, as far as I can remember. There goes my paper. Come back, paper. Need 62 altogether across, which is a bit annoying because my rule is 60 centimeters long. But it's got stretch, so if I just make it 60, that'll totally be fine. Should I use the selvage? Of course, I didn't have to do this all in one go. I could have done it in 2 separate bits. Sometimes my logic intrigues me, / lack thereof. Why I'm using an ordinary pencil on fabric? Laziness, mostly. Let's just hope I don't make a mistake. And I need it to be 80 that way. So in theory that's going to be 60 from here. No, that line's not straight. Okay, so I need 80 up here, which is really not straight. Whatever. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Perfectly. Please line up. No, that's not even 60. Like, oh my gosh. I have some objections to all of this not being accurate. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. 30. See, that's not even quite right, even though it was a straight line, because this line is not straight. See, wonky. How can you call yourself a selvage when you're so unstraight? That's what I get for using the selvage instead of cutting it off and measuring more carefully. But that's just going to be fine, I'm sure. Absolutely. Should I have ironed this before I started? That would be good. Could I be bothered? No, because I have like 2 hours max to make this. And I just want to get it done. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to use the same fabric for the straps because the only kind of strappy stuff I have is this. Oh, actually it doesn't look that bad. Maybe I'll just use that, it'll be quicker. Now I said I wanted a 10 centimeter base, which means I need like 5 centimeters. If I do a 4 centimeter square, maybe I'll do 5 and I'll just do it on the wrong side where I'm actually going to sew. And then I can just trim off the extra. Just going to keep using my red pencil. I don't know why I like this red pencil so much. But I'll just do, okay. And the same on this one. Trying to think if there's anything I need to do before I start sewing. Thinking. So let's ignore the fact that I've got pins down there and we're going to sew up the tops. Except for I have to go hang up the washing. Right, laundry successfully hung up. That's not even straight, that's ridiculous. Okay, am I going to iron it? I am not at this stage anyway. Right, now I need to do this. So I'm just going to box this while I am at it because I've got my pencil lines already. Hopefully I have imagined correctly how this is all going to go. We are about to find out. Okay, let's have a look if I have done that how I thought it would look. Something's not right. But I'm not sure what it is. If I were to box it the way I normally box it, I would... Oh, I think that was meant to be sewn to that. Yeah, time for some unpicking. If I don't melt. So what I needed to do instead of ching ching was like that. Yes, that's better. Yep, that's a good size, whether it is or not. And I need to remember to leave some space somewhere. You know what? I've just realised that I had planned to box the bit that had the join and not put that at the top. I'm not really sure how I forgot about that. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Which one did I decide was the inside? That one. So I might leave a gap there to turn it. Sometimes they make interesting choices that I don't quite understand. Let's do my 2 boxes. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, trim off the extra. Okay, where's my hole? I should have done it lower down, but I forgot. So there we have it. Probably should have also put the salvage bit on the inside. And this is what happens when speed is more important than anything else. Okay, now it's actually sewn up. It's actually kind of snug, but it does fit. So now I just need to make the drawstring at the top. Do I even want to do a drawstring at the top? Maybe I should do something different. Decisions. Maybe I should do a roll down thing. But then I need to attach another kind of fastening. It's cute though, eh? I've got a bunch of hardware that I don't need that. Saved from various things, including a baby carrier that my kids made totally disintegrate, but these bits are still good. So I'm wondering if I use something from here. Those would be good for the straps. Too narrow maybe? I don't know. I could put like a bit there like that, snap in, snap out, or maybe I just do one. It's not really that big. I had thought I could use these, or I could also potentially, this is left over from a coat that I made that for some reason I had 3 more than I needed. Can't remember why. I could attach that like that with a loop there to put it through. Or I could use this giant one. Where's the other half? No, I can't because I can't find it. This one's reasonably sized though. Oh, I can't decide. I'm going to go and get an opinion from other people in the house. So one of the ways I like to make decisions is by asking someone what they think, and then when they say it out loud, I realize I want the opposite thing. Both of my boys have said that I should use this one, but now I want to use the other one. But they both said it, so I feel like that outnumbers me. So I'm going to do it and see what happens. At which point I discovered I don't have any more of this. I could cannibalize it from the others, but quite frankly I'm too lazy. Today is a lazy day. But I do have some black webbing that is the exact same width as the other stuff. So the other thingy, majiggy, whatchamacallit. So I guess we're going to go with that after all. I might sew that together before I attach it because it'll move and that will be annoying if I don't. Really should change to black thread, but really don't want to. Do you think she'll mind? Alright, I've kind of, yeah, I just want to make sure it's in the center, so take everything out. Okay, right, I think we're going to call that a bag that has no straps, and when Madam is home this evening, I'll ask her how she wants the straps to go. In the meantime, she's got a cool little, basically, lunch bag that she could actually keep using, but probably won't. Here's the final product. We just went for the black cotton tape in the end. She thought it was alright. Made a little handle. Hopefully it'll do what it needs to do.